Hello fam, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about a piece of gear within the gear, if that makes sense. We're talking about my case builder. So if you watch my gig logs that Saquon shoots, basically at every show we do, you've probably seen some of these. These are custom cut foam inserts that I put inside my Pelican, my SKB cases, and even my rack drawers to keep my gear protected and keep it from rolling around and getting dinged up and dented and everything else. I don't remember exactly how I stumbled across this website. I think somebody on the Bunn Gear fans Facebook page mentioned that they had used it in a rack drawer. And so I went online, and so not only have I ordered inserts from this company, I've also ordered SKB cases as well, which are those kind of injection molded cases with the latches that you see me using all the time. It's quite an interesting website and ordering process. So today I'm gonna go inside the office and go over to my iMac, pull up some pictures of a bunch of different gear that I have, and show you exactly how I basically customize and piece these things together. So let's head to the office now. All right, folks, we're here in the office, and I'm going to show you how to create a custom foam insert on mycasebuilder.com. And I would just click that green button right there, start designing your custom foam. And basically you can choose whatever case you want. So in this case, we'll just use the one that they suggested. This one they sell is a brand called Doro. Got a handle and wheels. And if you look, this purple section here and down here are where the wheels are. I usually like to stay inside this gray section, the light gray section. You can go a little bit outside of it if you need to. And they also have a library. You can see tons of guns, camera stuff, tools. Not a ton of stuff we use as DJs, so I usually use the photo tracer section, which is right here. So when we click on that, you can use an app on your phone to do it, and I've never really tried that. It's probably a little easier than this, but the way that I basically do it and have found the best results is using this select your image. And so I've got the images saved to my desktop, but the first thing that I usually do is go to Canva, and I'll go to Canva and click upload, and I will find some of these files real quick. I just got them saved here. Let's look at this little black magic box. For example, I'll open it using a new design, whatever, custom size, create new design. And then what I'll do is click on it and go to that background remover right there and take that background out. Again, this is probably too many steps, but it works a lot better. So you can see how clean that is compared to that kind of shadowy picture. I'll share, which basically means I'm going to download it. I will leave it as a PNG. I need to name it up here. Black Magic Share PNG download. So it's going to go to my downloads. And now I'll go back to mycasebuilder.com. I'll select my image, and it should be under my downloads. There it is. Double clicked it, and now it's going to pull it up, and it should trace around it. And basically you take this little slider until you get a good tracing of it. You can see how it goes around the box there. And then if you need to, you can take some of these points out or move them around, but that looks like a really good tracing of the object. You want to click on this custom notch placement, or else it'll kind of get stuck in the foam and you can't get it out. And then it wants the length and the depth. So the depth is the length is wherever this black line is you saw right there at the top above it. So I take the piece of gear, I pull out my trusty ruler, I do a little measuring. It's 4 inches, and the depth is 1.5. And then I click create shape, boom. And then I can move around where I want my thumb placement, or my little thumb notch, I guess you will. Here, let me undo that one. And again, if you want to, you can do the finger notch right over here and then grab it. Oops. Finger notch is over here on the right if you end up deleting it like I did. I just want to grab it and put it right there. And then I'll click done. And now you can just kind of move this around to wherever you want. Again, I could have made this a little bit cleaner if I'd moved around some of the dots and the tracing. And then it's just the same process. Let's do one more just while we're on here. Let's go back to Canva, and we will upload another file. Let's do a microphone here. And again, I'm going to hit the background remover,
pull the mic off of this. Oops, let's get rid of the other. All right, delete that, whatever. Here are my uploads. So there's the mic. Let's just make it full size for posterity. Hit the background remover. Same thing. I'm going to name it mic. I'm going to share it, download it, and it should go to my downloads. Back over to my case builder. Photo tracer. Select your image. I saw it go in there. There it is, mic. Takes a couple seconds. It's going to trace it. It looks pretty good. Continue to the next step. That looks good. So the length, again, see where you got to really look at that black bar across the top, right above the microphone. Check that out. That's what they want to know. Not the length of the microphone, but the actual length. Left to right is 1.5 inches. Actually, 1 3/4 inches. The depth of the mic, we'll put it 2 inches. We'll take a custom notch, create shape, bang. And I do want that notch right there. Done. I'll grab that little dot right there and check that out. I can rotate it, move it around. I can even clone it if I had a couple of these mics. Boom. Clone it again if I got 3 of them. And maybe even clone that. Got a few of these boxes. And you can see how you can really take off here with custom designs. And then basically you just name it Joe Test and it will save it for you. All right. So that's the way I've been doing it. I'm sure you could probably do it a little easier with the app version. But let's keep on going and just see what happens here. We'll go add to cart. Gives you the phone price and the foam and base price. So it gives you the phone price only, and then it also gives you the price with the case. It's actually a really good deal. And I'm just going to say I want the foam only, like I already have it. Now, it's got 3 different kinds of basically foam. It just kind of goes, you know, more stiff as you go along. I've been getting the Pro Cell or the Top Guard. I think I actually been getting the middle one. You can get black, blue, red, or yellow. And then if you want foam in your lid, do you want like the kind of wavy style or the solid? I usually like the wavy. And then here's critical. Always check, yes, you want fail-safe. That's basically insurance. If you messed up those measurements or whatever, then they will let you send it back and they will send you another one. You heard me right. So add that to cart and then we check out and boom, we're ready to go. These are just some of my other designs that I've bought in the past that I kind of showed you in this video, but that's pretty much the way I do it. Again, as you saw on the photo tracer, you can download an app on the App Store and try it that way. Before we wrap this video up, now that I'm thinking about it, I am going to just grab something on my desk like this remote control and go back to this screen here, download the app, and then try this version and see how much faster it is, because I'm curious myself. So first thing I'm going to do is I just scan the QR code. I'm going to grab the app, double click it to install it, and open it up. It says we use advanced AI to scan objects and remove backgrounds. Oh man, I bet this is going to be a lot easier. I wish I had done this in the first place. Duh. All right. Wants to use the camera. I'm going to allow that. Let's try this remote here. So I got a remote control on my desk. And basically what I'm doing is just kind of holding the camera over top. It looks just like the camera app. And you kind of center up over it. There's 2 sets of crosshairs, I see. You got to line those up. And then once they're lined up, it definitely takes a little practice here. I take a picture. And that's what it looks like. I'm going to hit go. Actually, it looks like you can change the orientation. Anyway, I'm going to hit go. This is a lot easier, guys, by the way. And it took the background right out of it. There it is. I'm going to hit go again. And then, again, same thing. How long is it, or the length? And again, it's left to right on this. So it's 1.5 inches. The depth is 3/4 of an inch. And I hit go again. I'm going to name it TV remote. Hit go again. So then once I have scanned it here with my phone, I go back to the photo tracer and I want to send it to my library, of course. So I'll scan this other QR code on the right and I'll click go to app. So I hit select on my, that's awesome. So then as you can see, it kind of does the same thing. Once you hit process image, you can make sure your dimensions are okay that you put in on the app, create shape, and there's my remote. I probably could have made it a little straighter, but I could probably turn it a little bit. There we go. So there's my TV remote. Each item in here you can label. I'd probably add a little finger notch to this, somewhere around there. Again, save it as whatever you want. Save each of these items. I could go up here and say TV remote, and it'll save it. I could put this as EV mic 1, and so on and so forth. And that's pretty much the process. I love these things.
So what do you think? It's a little bit time consuming at first, but once you get those photographs and learn how to use the software, it's really easy. After about my third order, I got to be a pro at it. It only took me 15 or 20 minutes to make an order. I will stress this again. I said it in the video, the demo there. I'm gonna say this again though. Make sure you get the insurance. In case you make a mistake, you can just send that one back, make a few changes to your original design, and they will send you a brand new one. I've had it only happen one time, but I messed up something on the depth. The drawer didn't close. I had to have them recut it. They sent me a brand new one, probably came a week later. So make sure you get that when you check out, because you might make a mistake. It's easy to do so if you're not careful. I really love these things. I promise you they are well worth the money. They protect your gear, and that gear is super expensive, as you know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I personally read and respond to all of those. Give this video a big old thumbs up, and most importantly, I need you to subscribe to the channel because this is truly a humbling platform. So please, let's get the sub number up. I need to hit 18,000. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you back again next week with a brand new video. Peace.